Hey you guys, welcome back to Pet Adventures. It's me here, MJ. Today we're going to talk about bringing home your new kitten or cat or cats that hate you. And just touch up a little bit on care and things you should have and know when you bring your cats home. New cats. So as you can see right now, Lucy completely hates me. She's very energetic in the morning, so right now I'm taking time away from her when she could be playing and acting crazy. Right. 3, 2, 1. Woo! So today we're going to talk a little bit about cat care, and actually I think I'm going to go get my more lap cat, so I think she'll enjoy this a little bit better. Technically Lucy's more of my angel. I spoil her. She gets all kinds of toys, everything, the whole 9 yards, but sometimes if she's like in a playful mood like she is right now, she is not going to sit on my lap. And that's the end of it. This is Cookie right here. Say hi, Cookie. Say, show your face. No, she's very docile. She's actually my outside cat. You know, her and another cat I have are more outside. Of course, they get to be inside a lot of hours too, but yeah, I know. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what you should be getting, what you should be doing when you bring your new cat or kitten home. First of all, the main thing that you should do is try to figure out, are cats really something you want to take care of in your life? Are you really going to be a cat person or a dog person? Most people will know right away just by hanging out at shelters, so I do recommend going to shelters for the cats and for dogs, kind of see what fits you. And if it is cats, which are actually cheaper and a little bit more low maintenance, not by much, but still low maintenance. When you figure out that cats are for you, then you can figure out how you're going to get a cat. You can find most cats in regular shelters, non-kill shelters, although I do recommend the ones that do kill so you can just rescue, or you can actually just usually find cats out in the street too. All my cats that I have right now are from the street. They're all rescues from the street, so that can happen too. So also, if you found a cat on the street, you know, you can also look at this video. I know. One misconception is that when you are choosing a cat, most people will say that they don't need as much attention. As you can see, your proof is right here. That is not true. Dogs and cats need equal amounts of attention. Usually cats just get the picture more if you don't want to hang out with them, so they train themselves to just kind of be on their own. But that's only because maybe the first year or two of their life they realize that you're not playing with them enough, so they just start ignoring you as well. Most dogs just keep going with the same routine, so they just want attention, they keep begging, things like that. When you do bring your first kitten home, the first essential thing you need to make sure you can do is have a room for it to be introduced to. Make sure that you have one of the #1 items that you should have is a crate or a cat carrier actually. You are going to be transporting them to your home, and you're probably going to be taking them to vets as well. So definitely make sure you have a cat carrier on hand. Like I said, make sure that there's some kind of room that they're going to have their litter box, their food and water at, everything they basically need to feel safe. And make sure that you keep the cat carrier in that room as well. And eventually, very, very, very ever so slowly, they'll start exploring other parts of the house. So what you can also do is keep the door open if you're home. If you have other animals like dogs or other cats and you feel safe with them, you don't feel safe with them, I mean, with them meeting your new cat, then you can always close the door when you're not around just to ensure that nothing happens. What are you doing? And when they do come home into their new room, do not force them out of the cat carrier. This is just going to stress them out more. So, you know, at the point where they're already coming to your new house, they've already been under a lot of tension, and you know, they've been very, very scared because of the whole transitioning. They lived in a shelter, now they're at this new house, new smells, all kinds of things are going through their head. So just keep the cat carrier in there. Obviously, everyone's gonna want to see the new kitten or cat. You know, very, very quietly and calmly bring everybody in so they can watch the cat or kitten come out of the carrier. And now that you know how to introduce your cat or kitten to its new home, I'm going to now give you a list of everything that you'll need for your new cat or kitten. You're going to need some dry cat food. There are many, many, many things that you can get on the market. The top brands are Origin, Neutro, Blue, and Merrick, I believe. Those should be alright. Most of them are very high quality foods. Yeah. And of course you'll need water and food bowls. No food. This is the fattest cat I have. Literally the fattest. She eats everything. Make sure that you only get steel or ceramic bowls. Never get any plastic. What I have here is ceramic. Even better, if you're not too much on a budget, is to get an actual cat fountain. Yes, a cat fountain. Most cats enjoy drinking from this a lot more. It encourages drinking a lot more, which is great for them. They need a lot of moisture in their body. So if you can buy it, I would suggest a cat fountain. I have it, all my cats use it. Just something to think about. Next, you'll need wet food. Any kind of wet food is good, but wet food should always be in their diet. They need a lot of moisture, like I said, so get lots and lots and lots of wet food, at least every week. And you'll be feeding them wet food at least once every single day. Just kind of coming together right here. Different types of scratching posts are definitely a must. I love this one here. You can also get these kind too. This one's pretty shredded up. But you can get these kind too anywhere. They're a lot cheaper. They're just cardboard, but all my cats use this. Every single one of my cats definitely use these. So definitely worth your money. Cats need to scratch everything. Well, not everything, but they need to scratch. It is a definite must that you get scratching posts, and not just one, but you know, some all over the house. However many you can get all over the house is great. Cats need to stretch their claws, they exercise them. They also have the sheds that come out on the outer shell of their claws when they grow. So it's definitely a must. To encourage your new cat to scratch on your scratching posts, definitely get some catnip. Now catnip only works on adult cats. So if you do have a kitten, this isn't gonna work. Usually when they get mature, they're going to be using catnip. If you do have an adult cat, when you're trying to get them to use the scratching post, just pour a little catnip on the post. Or you can also do this with toys or anything you really want them to use. Beds, toys, scratching posts, the whole 9 yards. The next thing you need are treats. They definitely love their treats. All my cats definitely have their favorite, which is Temptations. You can get lots of different types of treats on the market. There's lots of high quality ones. This is not a high quality brand, but it's not like they're fed constantly these treats. They get them like every other day or so, just a tiny bit. All my cats eat this, every one of them. So if you're looking into just getting some treats that you know your cat will love, most likely Temptations is the way to go with it. But I mean, I ended up getting these healthy treats, and luckily this was on clearance because cats do not like them. I think they can taste the health in them, which makes them not want it. It's like eating McDonald's every day, you know, you're so used to it, and then when someone provides you some veggies, then you're just like, forget it, too healthy. Also, I forgot to mention, as far as scratching posts go, I don't have one because I live with different people, so I can't really be having these around my house. But if you do live in your own house and things like that, you can get a cat tree. I would definitely invest in a cat tree. They're really, really tall, and they're basically this huge scratching post / like high beds. They're great for cats. Every cat will use them. And preferably, if you do get one, put it next to a window, because cats love to look out the window. They love the sunlight. They love hearing the birds. They love chattering at the birds, which Lucy does. Right, Lucy? She's ignoring me. Now, contrary to popular belief, cats do need toys. Cats and kittens both need toys. So there's all kinds of small toys you can get. When you get these, when you get these kinds of toys, always make sure to spread them out. So if you like have a haul or something that you can put a lot of the toys in, spread them out. You can do it during the day, at night, maybe when you're not home, but just make sure that there's always like little toys like this available. And like I said, just spread them out around your living room or the hall, wherever you prefer to have them. And then another type of toy that is definitely a must for any cats is an interactive toy. This is really great. Lucy is staring at me while I'm having this. What? I know. And but every cat, from my experience, will play with an interactive toy. This will actually help bond with your cat, believe it or not. They know that you're playing with them when you do this, so definitely a must. Like I said, if you do have a cat, to get them interested, you can always put catnip on it. You can also get a bed for your cat. Now, this is optional. I do recommend trying it out. Get a couple different types of beds, just because cats are very picky. From my experience, dogs and cats can be very picky with beds. So if you want, put some catnip on it, put some treats on it, whatever you think you can do to entice the cat to be on here, you know, or if there's a certain spot that you've noticed that your cat likes sleeping in the living room or your room, put the bed there as well. And if you can, I'd recommend putting a couple beds around. And if you see your cat is just not using any of the beds, you've gotten different types of beds, I wouldn't worry about it too much. They don't necessarily need one. It's just something nice that you can spoil your cats with if you can. If not, they'll just get on your countertops or your bed. Yeah, my cat is a dog. Like, I just literally throw toys like around like all the time, and she's just like, oh yeah. Get it. That's right. What? Nice. Get it. Next is a litter box, and a litter scoop. You should be cleaning up at least twice in the day with your litter box. So, and the rule of thumb, they say, is 1 litter box per cat. So if you have 3 cats, get 3 litter boxes. I technically don't do that, but that's only because I don't have the space. If I had the space, then I would definitely do it, but I don't, so I just have a giant litter box, and all my 3 cats use them. I have 5 cats, but I just have 3 inside, so. But if you do have the space, definitely 100%, you know, 1 litter box per cat. As far as litter goes, there's all kinds of different types of litter. You need to find out what works for you. We've been using Tidy Cats, and nothing crazy has happened with our cats. It seems pretty okay. It's cheap-ish, and it hasn't really affected the cats in any way or us, so we're good on it. But, you know, different cats like different types of litter, so just think about that. If you can, try to get unscented, so I heard it's the best one. Next are collars. You should always and only get breakaway collars. This is the safest option for your cat. If your cat were to get its collar stuck anywhere inside or outside, you don't want them to get choked or even just possibly injured, but still you don't want to risk anything, so it's best to get a breakaway collar. It just ensures their safety. And next after that, you'll want to get tags, the identification for your cats. They're very, very essential, and if your cat does somehow run out of the house one day, luckily, if you have your number on there, someone can just call you and say, hey, I found your cat. Next is to deworm and deflea your cat. You can get this done at the vet, or you can get Frontline, which is typically at the pet store. It's around 50 to 40 bucks on average. Some people say Frontline works for them, some people say it doesn't. If you want to just be on the safe side from anything happening, I would just get a good vet and just do it there. Also, don't forget to get a brush for your cat. Even if you don't have a long-haired cat, get a brush, just because cats do shed, and you can prevent a lot of shedding by constantly, well not constantly, but at least once a day brushing out your cat's hair. For most cats, this is actually a bonding process. I know that most of my kitties love getting brushed, so just keep that in mind if you're trying to bond with your cat. Also, like I said, get a really good vet. Another thing to remember is to neuter or spay your cat. It is the best thing you can do to ensure that no males try to get into your house and mate with your little kitty, or so that your male cat doesn't spray in the house, things like that. 6 to 8 months is really good time to be neutering or spaying a toothbrush. This is a little bit optional, but I do think that if you can, try to brush your cat or dog's teeth. Either one of those guys, if you're getting them, like a cat or a dog, you know, they need to be brushed at least a few times a week. If you're not going to do it, then what you'll have to end up doing is just taking them to the vet and then having their teeth redone a little bit. So if you want to avoid really expensive vet visits, I'd rather just you brush your cat or dog's teeth at least about 3 times a week or so. I mean, you really should do it a little bit more, but and then just get some regular shampoo so that you can bathe your cat every now and then. Cats really shouldn't be bathed that often. I'd say mine are bathed like maybe just twice a year or something. But it is just in case I mean, especially if your cat's inside. For the most part, if your cat lives inside, they're going to be pretty clean. But you do want to keep just a regular shampoo for cats on hand for if you do ever need to bathe them. Keep in mind, most cats hate water. I guess most people know that. But the Bengal cats, I believe, really like water. So, you know, depends on the breed, but I think most cats hate water. There's only one little thing I'd like to add, is that when you do get a collar, the breakaway collars, try to make sure that they have a bell on them, just because from my experience, all my cats, you can hear it right now probably, when my cats are walking around and stuff, they all have bells on their collars. And a good reason for this is that I know they're okay. If I hear like little bells going throughout the house, I know that my cats are inside. I can also count the bells. Like 2 of my cats have bell collars. There's one that doesn't, but that's only because he's never, ever, ever, ever ran away. He has always been in this house, so he's quite obedient. He knows to not run away. But Lucy and Poogie, they both have bell collars. They've both been known to run away at times. So, just because she's so hyper right now. But just because, you know, every now and then she'll get curious and then kind of wander off. Anyways, if you have a bell collar, you'll know that your cats are inside, they're running around, they're fine. So that's why it's very essential to have a bell collar with that identification tag. Just a little side note here. This is one of their favorite toys as well. It's just a little tunnel. They really like this, so invest if you want. You don't really have to, but they like it. I've pretty much covered everything. You now know what to get for your cats, things that are very essential, things that are needed. And yeah, when you introduce them, just take it very, very slowly. You know, cats are not, you know, they're not dogs. They're not excited right away. Once they've been in the house for a little while, especially kittens, once they've been in the house for a little while, they'll definitely start playing around, start getting into stuff, start getting curious. I know that when Lucy first came here, only like her first week here, I mean, this is just her as a personality, but her first week here was wonderful. She started going crazy, she was playing with everything, she was jumping on countertops. She was having a ball. And she's 2 years old and she's still super energetic. She loves to play, she loves to play chase, she loves to fetch. You know, she loves to play like with the little interactive toys. She can even do tricks. Believe it or not, you can teach cat tricks. Most people do not know this, but if you are interested in teaching your cats tricks, it is highly possible. Do it while they're young. But like I said, it's very possible. For some reason, I guess most people just don't realize it. They think only dogs can do it. But definitely try teaching them tricks. There's little tutorials online. And you know, most of all with this whole thing, just do your research. You know, you can never have enough of research. The more you know, the better it's going to be for you and your pet. So I hope you guys are now interested in getting a kitten. Let me know if you got your kitten or new cat and how it's been. Let me know if these tips helped you. Please leave a comment down below letting me know what animal you want me to talk about next, what kind of videos you want to see here on this channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for coming over here at Pet Adventures, and bye! Subscribe!